Here's a video of how to do the radon in Fairfax County assignment. Radon is an odorless, dangerous gas that results from the radioactive decay of radium, and it's actually quite common in the U.S. and especially in our area. So today we're going to examine what the radon danger is in Fairfax County, and we're going to find some houses, and we're going to pretend like we are real estate professionals working with families, and we want to assess the radon potential for different houses and advise your clients on whether they need to get radon testing or remediation. All right, so if you see in your assignment radon potential in Fairfax, you are going to go to Zillow. So here is Zillow. Make sure that you search in the search bar up here for Fairfax County. And you'll see you have the county outline here. So you want houses in Fairfax County. And notice there's this little blue in here. That's actually Fairfax City in the center of Fairfax County. So we're in Fairfax County. That's great. And we're going to kind of use this as a line, Fairfax City, right through the middle of Fairfax County. And in that, on page 3 of your assignment, you notice there's a table, and it says pick house, townhouse, condo west of Fairfax City and east of Fairfax City. So there's some search criteria I want you to do. Use these menus up here to put in the search criteria, and then find a house, a townhouse, and a condo. And you're going to do one of each of those east of Fairfax City. East of Fairfax City is here, and each of those west of Fairfax City up here. And spread them out. Don't put them all together. We want to really kind of map the radon danger, and we want to kind of have a nice spread out example. So go find your favorite ones. It's so fun to look on Zillow, find places you might want to buy someday when you're an adult and live in, and use this opportunity to just look around and have some fun finding good stuff and getting an idea of how much housing costs around here in Fairfax County. So once you get those addresses and you enter them into the lavender table, then you're going to open up your map. So I've logged into my account, I go to map, I start a new map here, and do what it says. So you're going to add 2 layers. We're going to search for layers in ArcGIS Online. The layers are Fairfax County, radon potential. Oh, and I spelled it wrong. So notice how picky it is when you spell things wrong. There we go. Radon potential areas, the author is County of Fairfax. There it is. So they keep that up to date. Notice the last update is 5/6/2023. And there we have our Fairfax County radon potential. And then I also want you to add in the Fairfax County boundary. Here we go, County of Fairfax, let's add in that boundary. And that'll give us a nice outline. And again, you can see Fairfax County, and you can also see the city of Fairfax there in the middle. All right, so now we're going to come out of our search bar. We're going to go back and look at our content. Again, we have those 2 layers, data layers that we just added. All right, what I want you to work on here is a couple things. First of all, you have some directions about how to change your colors. And I want you to change these colors to something sensible, something that you like, but not what it is right now. So radon potential areas, radon potential is exactly what we still want. But if you go into unique here, you can actually individually change these colors. Fill and outline, okay? So you can change those colors there. Alternatively, if you want to change the whole group of them, you can use a colorway, a different colorway. But make sure to make it sensible. Whenever we make maps, we always want to make sure, that red is not green, or stop is not green, and go is not red. Like, we want to keep it in the nomenclature of how we function in society. So danger would be more toward the red or darker colors, and probably less danger would be toward lighter colors or green or blue, something like that. So just keep in mind, does it make sense? Like, is it going to confuse people? And you don't want to confuse people. All right. And notice here, you can also, I give you a list. You can also click on here and add text. So, you know, one would be low risk. So I would add low risk there. And make it look good, and you can build your own legend here. All right, so I'm going to let you work on that. Okay, I come back out, and then notice when I put my legend on, I have, oh, it didn't save it. But when you have your legend, you could have all your different colors and all of your new labels for what each level means, 1 being low, 5 being high. And look at the assignment for the details on that. The rest of what I want you to do here is I want you to really practice map notes. And so I'm going to take your addresses from your table and then enter an address. So I'll just, I'll just add South Lakes High School for my example, because I don't know which houses, condos you're using. So South Lakes High School, and I want you to show you how to make a map note. So here we go. I've done a search. You're going to put your addresses that you have. You have 6 addresses, 3 east of Fairfax City, 3 west of Fairfax City, and you put each address in here. Now, add to map notes. Now notice, if I do the drop-down menu, I can add it to whatever layer I have. I want 2 layers of map notes, 1 for East, 1 for West Fairfax County. So make sure as you're doing this, you add to map notes. So now I don't have any layer. I'm going to add my map note of South Lakes High School. And notice on the left-hand side in my content panel, it shows up as map notes. Now I can always go back here. I can rename it, and I can rename it East or West Fairfax County. Okay? The ones on the east, put all in that. When you go and make the ones in the west, make them in a new map notes layer. Okay? All right, let me show you the rest of this. So when I click on a map note, I can go in and edit. And this is what I want you to really be practicing today, is how to do map notes. And notice here we are. So I can label it. Your title, I want you to do several things in each map note. Your title should be the address of your home that you have decided to offer to your clients. So it should be the address here. And you also should write in what is the radon potential. And you can see that from the colors that you have here in your legend. So radon potential is high or moderately high or low or whatever it happens to be. So you'll enter that into the text box. Okay. Now, if I also want you to do a couple other things. I want you to link the Zillow listing. All right. So say we have a Zillow listing. Let's, for example, grab this one. Here's that Zillow listing for a house I just grabbed to show you an example. I am going to take this URL. I'm going to Control-C, copy it, go back to my map note here, and I can go into the link, and I'm going to come down here below radon potential. I'm going to click the link, and I'm going to put the URL in. And what am I going to call it? Zillow listing. Okay, and I'm going to set it. So notice there, it's nice and clean. If someone clicks on that within my map note, they're going to go right to that Zillow listing. And there's one more thing I want to do. If I go back here, I can actually copy this image, and note that the way you do this is, it's a very specific thing. You want to copy the image address, Okay, and come back here, and I need to put it in image URL. Now, most of these should work. Sometimes Google images don't work if you're ever working in map notes, and you'll have to just go find a different image. So some images, if they're like a Google image, it won't work in this software, but all the others will. Okay, so just keep trying. So image URL, you put the link. I'm going to close it. All right, now in order to see what's going on in my map note, because I'm in the edit phase right here, okay? All right, I come back out, I'm in my contents pane. Now look, when I open my map note, I have this nice address. I have what is the radon potential. I have a link to the Zillow listing. I can open it right up to the Zillow listing, and I have a picture of the property. So you can do a lot with map notes, and I want you guys to practice map notes. I want every single map note in here to look like this, except for the one for your own house. That one can be much simpler. You don't have to put your actual address for privacy's sake. But I do want you to look it up in Zillow and figure out where it is, put a map note near it, and tell me what the radon potential is for your house. That's the very last thing you're going to do. And you will have a good sense of what radon danger is in this area. All right. And then when you're done, you will submit. There are several places you're going to put screenshots in. Make sure when you do a screenshot that you have your login name in the upper right corner. And when I ask for it, have a map note open like this. And always, as much as possible, have your contents. And you can also turn on, for the important ones, you can turn on your legend here so I can see that. All right, good job.